Hey honeys, so I'm making this random video, very random, not an update here. We are between months, so it's not an update, it's just a random video. I told you guys I was gonna make more, so here it goes. I'm making this one, I'm making this video because I'm really excited about my new hair, guys. Like, do you like it? Do you like my hair? Really, seriously, because, I don't know, when I got it, I was like, oh god, it's so gorgeous. Like, I just love the fact that it's like this pastel color. And so I was like, oh no, that's the one, that's the hair that I want. So, but then once I got it, I was a little bit like, okay, well, I gotta get myself used to it. So it took a little bit of like, wearing it inside a little bit, but I am totally and definitely into it. Like, I love it. Also, another thing that I wanted to, another reason I'm doing this video is because I have my computer back. I don't know if you can tell, like, you could see the difference in the format, like the way that I'm coming off to you guys right now, like as opposed to the way that I am on my phone. As far as like the way everything looks and stuff, I don't know. What I'm saying is, like, I don't know if it's obvious to you right now in this moment without me saying anything that I have my computer back. So I do. So we're back in business on that front. And yeah, it's been a pretty like whirlwind few days for me here. Like, my car, you guys, I don't know, like, the car, it's always doing that overheating thing. And so, it's not always, obviously, right? Or I wouldn't be able to use it. It's not always doing that, but like, it does it, and then it won't do it, and then it'll do it. I think I told you guys before that the way I was remedying the situation first, and the way I've been remedying the situation has been with this stuff called stop leak. You just pour it inside, and then it runs through the system and it's supposed to stop the leak, and it's worked so many times, but like, I don't know, I had like a hose from the radiator that was corroded, and so it was like, that was leaking antifreeze, and then I got that fixed, and so now there's a bunch of antifreeze from somewhere else. So I don't know, like, we're gonna find out. I guess I will keep you guys posted on what's gonna happen. It is very stressful, as you can imagine, because I live a good distance from where I work, so it's pretty stressful, but like, getting it figured out. And more than anything, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating to like have to keep dealing with it when I just want to be done with it, and I just want to like continue my life normally. So we're gonna get that squared away. It's actually at the repair shop right now. It's there as we speak. That was just looking out the window. I don't know why the repair shop's not that close. It's close. Like, I walked there after dropping my car off, but it's not. I walked back after dropping my car off, but it's not like I can't see it out the window. That was just me thinking about it, so my eyes kind of went with my brain. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. I'm sure you can imagine. No, like I said, stressful. Like, annoying is one thing and stressful is another thing, and that is stressful. This is stressful. But stress happens, and I know I'm gonna be fine. I had these flowers pinned in my hair. Sorry. I had these flowers pinned in my hair, but I had it pinned in there with these right here. And don't ask me how I was doing this, but they were staying. And then they started to fall out, and I tried to put them back in, and this ended up in my scalp like several times. So I was like giving myself acupuncture, and I was like, you know what? That's not. I am not an acupuncturist, so let's not do that. And I have, I don't know, you know, like I've just been continuing to sort of settle into everything, like as far as, I don't know, my place isn't really new to me anymore. It's like my home now. It's not new to me anymore. So I guess, I don't know, like the just getting like digging the roots in, you know, and like really starting to feel like this is where I live now. Like this is my home base, you know? And that's nice. That's a really good, like, that's a really good growing feeling that like I hadn't had in a while, just because I'm kind of a gypsy, and you know I just been like doing a lot of moving around and like exploring different places and seeing different things, and just like trying to like, you know what, I don't even know, like honestly, like it was like after school, like I went, I worked, you know, like I work now. Um, but then just like a bunch of stuff, just, it's like I moved around like a gypsy, right? But like it wasn't always, at least I didn't on the surface always feel like it was a choice. But I look back at it now and it was definitely always a choice. Um, yeah. And so I realize now that I've moved through as much of that as I have, that like it was really like the whole time, even when I felt like it was not on purpose. It was based on my desires. It was based on my desires, my deeper desires, my like the ones that you don't really get a grasp on or really like understand as much until you are till you've experienced a certain, I guess, like a certain amount of things, you know. Um, yeah, but that's definitely just like a part of my character. Like I'm an explorer, and so like all that moving around, it was about, you know, a bunch of different things in my mind at the time. But really, it was always all about me being an explorer and wanting to like see different places and like, you know, try living here for a little while and try living there for a little while and see how I like it here. And this is cool because this reason, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, Boston's cool because it's like so old and like there's all this old charm and all this character. You know, like you can turn a corner and there's like a cobblestone street. You know what I mean? And so I just thought that was really cool. You know, like all the academics and stuff is good, definitely a good environment to be in and a good environment to go to school in. Yeah, but then, you know, like it becomes a little bit less fun to just like live in and settle yourself in because it's so expensive. Like the cost of living is so high. So, but then, and then, let's see, and then Providence was cool, and Providence was kind of like an opportunity. You know, there was an opportunity that I had to not pay that really expensive cost of living. And so I gave it a go, and it was fun. I liked it. It's partially why I'm still in Rhode Island. So I liked it. The cool thing about Providence is like it's a smaller city than Boston, obviously, but it has everything that one would need. It has everything that one would need, and it's cool in the way that for I feel like a small city in such a small state, that the music scene is top notch. It's top notch. Like there's some really awesome like native like homegrown bands, and then there's also like a lot of cool artists come through, like a lot of indie artists, and like, yeah, definitely like a lot of indie rock artists. But you know what, I'm saying that, but that could just be what I'm attending to. You know what I mean? That's the kind of station that I listen to. So, and like that's the kind of music that I listen to. So, for the most part, I listen to everything. But that's the kind of music that I probably listen to for the most part, like alternative like indie rock. So, Um, I think that maybe that might be why I get that impression, because the shows that I know about, the shows that I find out from my mediums of finding that out are those kind of shows, because it's that kind of station or whatever, that kind of scene. Um, yeah, I like everything though. I think I said that. I like a little bit of everything. I don't like everything. That's that genre like um, alternative indie rock is like the probably the most like my most widely known, like most widely listened to, most it's my go-to. If it was a situation where it was like pick a genre, I'm gonna throw you out this window, then I would pick that one. There's I don't know, yeah, I like some of everything. I really yeah, I can't think of a genre that I don't like. Of course there are some genres that like there are some genres that like I don't have many like songs in, or don't have many like artists that I know much about or sort of gravitate towards in. Um, yeah, like hip hop. I don't listen to much hip hop, um, or like rap, country. I don't listen to too much country. Country though, it's one of those things that like I put it on sometimes for comfort, because um, it just kind of reminds me of like being at home in the sun. Like I mean, when I say home, I mean South Carolina. Like being in South Carolina in the sun, and like you know the smell of beer and like barbecue and like you know, and those songs that tell those crazy stories and like interesting stories. So yeah, I listen to country, but not so much because I like it as much as it's like a comfort thing. It's nice. It's nice to have it sometimes in the background. Sometimes I put it on in the background, like while I'm doing art or things like that. Driving on a nice warm day with like the windows down. Yeah. And I don't care, you know, because a lot of people will be like, "Ooh, you listen to country." I'm a Southern girl. What do you want? So, let's see. There must be other genres that I don't really. No, I think those are probably the only two that I don't really like get into. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I don't like. I can't really name artists. Um, you know, never been to any shows like that or anything. That's what I mean by not. You know. But I think that I have an appreciation. I think that if I think about it, I have an appreciation for all different types of music, because they all came from different backgrounds. They all came from different like filling different needs, you know. So yeah, like they all have their cool origins and their like use to humanity. But then, you know, we all have our favorites, and that's the beautiful thing about things like that, is because it's one of those things that gives us all our different colors. It gives us all our different colors and like our different flavors, and like um, you know, it's cool. Another cool thing for us to like connect over and just like share differences and similarities over. Yeah. I find it's funny. A lot of people might find this a little bit weird, right? But like, I find metal so like spiritual. Like a lot of times, I put it on a lot and like do yoga. Um, I put it on a lot and do art. Um, I was actually just looking at something that I started during sort of a middle marathon kind of recently. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but yeah, I started this during kind of a middle marathon kind of recently. It's kind of not too much happening on it right now, but yeah, it was there, and because you're sitting at my my workstation here now, as opposed to at the dining table, which is where we used to sit with the phone. But see, over here I have better lighting, so I don't necessarily need to be by the window. So yeah, and this computer just has I think it just has a better camera, because like my videos just look better. Like my videos look better, and I find that like I have to do less. I have to be you still have to be concerned about the lighting if you want to be seen, but I feel like I have to be concerned about the lighting less with the computer. So I think this one has a better camera than the phone does, and that makes sense. It's a more machine of a machine, you know. So that would make a lot of sense there. Well, I'm just sort of hanging in here, honeys. You know, like waiting to hear back from the repair shop about what is the prognosis on my vehicle there, and we will just, I don't know, I'm probably gonna go and do just what I was talking about, put on some music or something, and just hang in there and wait around and see where this thing goes today. Let me just tell you, I have been running around dealing with this for days, okay? Days. I mean, it's losing buckets. It's losing a lot of things. Like, a lot. Like, I don't feel good about that. Like, I don't feel good about that. Like, even if it wasn't overheating really quickly, I don't feel good about, like, pouring chemicals all over the planet. Like, that's totally against everything that I am and everything that I stand for. I can't live like that. We have to get this figured out. So that's what we're doing. God, why? No, it's gonna be fine. So I'll keep you posted. Okay, darlings. Feel free to, you know, like, let me know what you think of my hair if you want. I like opinions.